So today I'm probably just going to cover the basic controls and maybe the clutch. So I'm just going to let my bike warm up here and we'll get started. Alright, so I'm going to start off with basic controls first, and then we'll roll into the clutch. But before I start, this channel is mainly meant for anyone who's been wanting to ride, anyone who's interested in riding, because I know I was looking at videos on how to do everything. So yeah, this is for you guys. So I'll start on the left handlebar. This right here is your clutch lever. On bikes that are less than 600 cc's, normally you have a choke, which is this. This is on, this is off. So basically, when you start the bike and you're warming it up, and it's what you do is you put this is on, and it'll raise the RPMs to warm up your bike. And then once your bike is warmed up, you turn it back off and you ride around town. So that's that. This is high beam, low beam. Since I have HIDs, it's a little bit different for me. This would be headlights on, headlights off. Then you have your turn signals. On my bike, it's left and then right, and then to turn it off, you just push it in. Sometimes on some bikes, you'll put the left turn signal on, and it'll stay like that, and you have to move it back. But on mine, you have to just push it back in. Then this is the horn. Yeah, it doesn't work right now because the bike's off, and I'm not going to honk it for you guys. Now moving on to the right side, this is your front brake lever. This is the kill switch, and basically what that does is when your bike is on and it's in the running position, your bike will run. When it's in the off position, it'll kill your bike. And then this is the starter. It doesn't start unless the clutch lever's in, which is a safety feature on most bikes nowadays. So, and then right here is your throttle. You just twist it. So that's that. Then up here you have like, this is your oil. That light should never come on. This is neutral. It'll come on when you're in neutral, like I'm in neutral right now. This is for the turn signals. It'll tell you, if you have your turn signal on or not. See how it's blinking. And then this is your high beam. It says that my high beams are on right now, but if we go to the front of the bike, you can see that there isn't. It's just this. This is a running light. This, once I turn it on like that, you can see that this light right here is on now. So yeah, that's the only difference, but that's just because of what I've done to my bike. And you may be wondering why my oil light is on right now. It's just because the bike's off. Once it starts up, the oil pressure goes back to normal and it turns off. So another safety feature, usually when you have the kickstand down and it's in neutral, it'll stay running. But then you put it into first and it'll kill the bike, so that you don't go killing yourself like that. So I've done the handlebars. I think I'll move on to the levers. So this is your gear select lever. Right now it's in neutral. It goes one click down is first, and then up second, up third, up fourth, up fifth, up sixth. This is your it's called a petcock. On mine, everything's electronic, so I can keep it on. But some, like on my last bike, I had it was a 2002 Ninja 250, and it had an off selection, an on selection, and then it had a reserve selection. This has on, prime, and reserve, and so basically when you have a full tank of gas, you want it in the on. Then when you can feel, you know, your bike's starting to like putt-putt because you're running out of gas, you turn it to the reserve. And then if your bike hasn't been running for a while, you put it in prime. And what that does is, I'm not sure exactly, but the fuel, like, it skips a certain section of the fuel line and it just goes directly into the engine. And then this lever is simply your rear brake. So yeah, one thing you should always keep in mind is when you're riding, use both brakes. Don't just use one. So it's very important. All right, so I think we'll get started on the first gear release. So as you may remember, when you know you're starting out, your bike's all warmed up and you're ready to take off. What you do is you pull in your clutch and then you select first, and you'll notice that the neutral light has turned off. I'll do that again. It's in neutral. It's in first. And then to begin, if you're not familiar with, you know, a manual car or you've never ridden a bike before, there's a friction point in which the bike will start to move forward when you let out the clutch. So if you watch, it's starting to move now. And then when you pull it back in, it stops. So what you want to do is, as you hit that friction point, you want to add some throttle. Not a lot, just a little bit. So you can get, you know, you can keep practicing this all you want until you're familiar with it. In fact, I think in the MSF course they make you do that, and so you'll just have to putt around like this. It's really boring, but you know, it's whatever they're in charge, not me. So as you can see, the clutch is fully engaged and we're moving, and I didn't even add any throttle. But on the road, that's not practical. So let me just turn around again. Okay. So you're at a stop sign, for instance, and you're about to take off. So you let it out till it starts moving. You add a little bit of gas. You keep letting it out, and there you go. You've taken off. And that it's simple. It just takes a lot of practice at first if you're not familiar with any of it. So that's that. Yeah, that'll be it for today's video. You can check again. I'm gonna try to get them up every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll try to get them up. So yeah, I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. See you guys later.